Herta Oberheuser's role in the famous Nuremberg trial for the murder of doctors during World War II is a chilling testament to the horrors of that era. Her actions, characterized by horrifying experiments on human subjects, have left an indelible mark of cruelty and inhumanity on history. Oberheuser's early life was marked by her unwavering determination to become a doctor, despite facing significant financial constraints. She pursued her dream by working her way through medical school, juggling her studies with various jobs to pay for her education. However, during her formative years as a student, Oberheuser displayed fervent support for Adolf Hitler's policies and espoused extreme political views. Classmates and contemporaries often describe her as peculiar, petty, and envious. During her university years, Oberheuser was already engaged in conducting experiments on animals. These experiments included surgical interventions aimed at studying various aspects of body functions and therapeutic methods. Her deepening interest in medical research was accompanied by her affiliation with the National Socialist Party, a mandatory step for those aspiring to advance their career in any field during that time. In 1941, Oberheuser's life took a sinister turn when she responded to a newspaper advertisement seeking medical personnel for Ravensbrück concentration camp and was subsequently recruited. Ravensbrück, the largest Nazi women concentration camp, would become the setting for some of the most horrific medical experiments carried out during World War II. Within the confines of Ravensbrück, Oberheuser, along with other doctors, notably Karl Gebhard, embarked on gruesome experiments involving prisoners and even their children. These experiments primarily revolved around the study of the effect of extreme condition and wartime injuries on the human body. The subjects were subjected to inhuman and painful procedures in the name of research. One particularly disturbing set of experiments focused on the use of sulfonamide drugs. Prisoners were deliberately wounded with nails, dirt, glass, and other objects, and then these experiments drugs are applied to the wounds. The prisoners' condition are closely monitored, and it's no surprise the most of these experiments ended tragically with the death of these subjects. Oberheuser also played an active role in the bone and muscle tissue transplantation and late-term abortion, further cementing her reputation as the perpetrator of cruelty. Her involvement in these heinous acts persisted until the summer of 1943, and these experiments continued until the fall of the Nazi regime in 1946. During the Nuremberg trials, when she stood as the only female doctor on trial, Oberheuser attempted to defend herself by claiming that she had acted solely as a performer and that women were incapable of such heinous crime. However, the evidence presented at the trial painted a damning picture of her disregard for the humanity of her subjects, portraying them as mere Genoa pigs rather than individuals deserving of compassion. In the end, the court sentenced Oberheuser to 20 years in prison for her involvement in war crimes and crimes against humanity, a sentence reduced later to 10 years. After her release, Oberheuser attempted to resume her career as a doctor, working in various medical institutions. However, her dark past caught up with her when she was recognized by a former Ravensbrück prisoner in 1956, leading to her dismissal from the hospital. She even attempted to open a private medical practice but faced relentless protests from those who remembered the horror she had inflicted. In 1965, Oberheuser relocated to Bad Honnef, where she lived out the remainder of her days. She passed away on January 24, 1978 in the nearby town by Linz-Irmin, leaving behind a legacy of cruelty and horror that served as a dark reminder of the atrocities committed during World War II.